I'm going to try my best to keep things simple. Appreciation goes both ways. You see, in today's modern day conversations, you hear men talking about how undervalued they would feel if they were in a relationship dealing with a woman that doesn't need them. Now, it's a separate conversation, but most women that say they don't need you are not talking about your presence. They're talking about they have their own money and they're self sufficient in that way. It does not mean that you don't have areas in her life that you can fulfill and that she would find a benefit in those things. But that's here nor there. Talking about the fact of wanting to feel needed and appreciated for your contributions to relationships should be something accessible to any and everyone. So you would think it would be logical to understand that you can't expect for the person that you deny their achievements and accomplishments and tell them, I don't care about your money. You know what? I don't care about your degree. And then expect that person to have appreciation and respect for your contribution financially. See, this is an easy fix. If you want acknowledgement for the hard work that you have put into your career and the legacy that you've built, why can't you understand that if you find a woman that has built a life for herself and she's very proud of the life that she has built, she would want that life acknowledged by the man that chooses her and she chooses him in return? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you want her money to use for yourself. This doesn't necessarily mean that you want her to be a standing leader in the household. It does, however, acknowledge that this person is a capable adult that you can respect as an equal party as far as just being an adult that is capable as well as you are. So you have to ask yourself, why on earth would a person have a problem acknowledging your successes that you've had prior to coming into their life, but then you have an expectation of your accomplishments being acknowledged and appreciated from what you've built prior to her? I think this is a easy fix. When you really think about having this conversation, I genuinely believe that if you would take the time to say things like, I know you're capable, I know you're smart, but allow me to help with this, allow me to do this for you. Easy peasy. This will allow a woman to fall back into that area of submissiveness, because in reality, that's all she really wants is your acknowledgement. See, when a woman's walking around saying, I'm independent, I can take care of myself, she's trying to prove a point to you. And unfortunately, countless men miss the mark as far as her really trying to convince him and show him that she's capable. Granted, men want you to be capable cooking, men want you to be capable cleaning, men want you to be capable nurturing and being kind. Respect. And I understand that. But life is evolving. And while the areas that you would like her to be proficient and capable should be accessible by any adult, not just a woman, so too should other accomplishments like going to school and maybe some type of knowledgeable area related to a possible career, at the very least, something that is of benefit to the home in the long run. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging her as a beneficial party to the home. As much as we have this argument back and forth and we're dealing with logical minds, that we're repeatedly having these conversations that men are logical, but somehow you're still missing the point. Women are working hard to accomplish things not only to prove to themselves that they can, but to show men that they can. Not just to show them that they can just because, but also to show them that they're not in a place of desperation anymore. A woman can choose you for more reasons than requiring your assets. A woman is building for herself to secure herself, to have that guaranteed security, because for whatever reasons relationships can be on a rocky foundation nowadays, and I feel like that should be understood. That doesn't mean she can't make a definitive decision and stand behind that decision when she looks at you and says yes, when she looks at you and says I do, when she looks at you and says let's and we and ours. Her being capable does not mean you're not of use, you're not of benefit, you're not appreciated, you're not loved. Not only does this conversation need to be had, but it's very important that a man get comfortable with not losing his value in the space of a woman's accomplishments. Women want to be useful too, believe it or not. While they may have the areas wrong under which you need them, sometimes y'all get it wrong too. Because where she needs you is not financial. Where she needs you is emotional. Where she needs you is feeling safe and secure. Sometimes she thinks you need her to be financial and be business minded, and all you need is a good nurturer. It's happening on both sides, that we're offering things and expecting it to be enough for the person we chose, instead of understanding the person we chose and what they're looking for and what fulfills them when it comes to their expectations as to the role of their partner. And then asking ourselves, do I qualify in the space that they need me? It's getting a little crazy that we're arguing with people's preferences. If you're a business-minded woman, find a man that loves the fact that you're business-minded. If you're a nurturer, find a man that loves you because you're a nurturer. If you're a full deck of cards, find a man that loves you as a full deck of cards. The same is true as a man. If you can only contribute financially, find a woman that only needs you to fulfill a financial role and is content with you lacking a little bit everywhere else. If you can be emotionally intelligent and safe and secure and funny and do all of this stuff too, find a woman that enjoys all of that about you. If you're a family man and you want to be hands-on in your family, find a woman that's looking for those ingredients as well. We're arguing enough with each other about who we should be and what we should accept to complete our puzzle and build longevity, when in reality, it's only up to the person that's choosing. This is not complicated. People are not complicated. Well, love is not complicated. People are very complicated. Stop picking up things that you don't want. And learn to appreciate what people bring to the table. And also, more so than anything else, learn how to advocate for what you need, because if you are proficient in your own self-awareness. This is not complicated. You end up in the wrong place because you don't know who you are. And perhaps you should take a moment to figure that person out. Peace.